Fans, good health. Don't joke with your health. Your superpower is your good health.
Yes, sir! Yes, coach! Let's go!
This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
The Drive Time football show live on Solutions 939 FM. Breaking news here is that Rwanda has equalized against the Super Eagles of Nigeria right there in Uyo. The last Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers 2025 ongoing right there in Uyo. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, and let me also let you know, update right now is that table tennis players of Solutions 93.9 FM are getting set ahead of tomorrow's Ibadan Media Men on Board. That is a table tennis mini championship in commemoration of International Men's Day, going down here at Solutions 939 FM Broadcasting House, Okeado, Ibadan, Aweni House. So, this is calling on all OAPs, social media influencers to be part of this. It is free, but you've got gifts to go away with from the tournament. And by the way, former Swan chairman or your state chapter Niya Lebioshi will be available. We also have colleagues coming from Splash, colleagues coming from Omoluabi Radio, we have colleagues coming from Success FM, we have colleagues coming from Passioners FM as well for this Ibadan Media Men on Board. This is in celebration and in commemoration of the International Men's Day to be celebrated on Tuesday, 19th of November. You're welcome to the show once again, and let me quickly take you straight to what is happening at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, where we have Super Eagles players, trying to get a win. But hey, update here, it is 1-1. Nigeria 1, Rwanda 1. Remember, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have already qualified before even playing the last game against the Benin Republic. Now, looking at our updates coming on our way at the moment, looking at more updates, talking about the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers ongoing at different centers across Africa. Black Stars of Ghana is currently playing 1-0 draw against Niger Republic. 77 minutes of action between the two sides, as Libya is currently playing goalless against Benin Republic. 74 minutes of action in that one. And let us see that team that will be moving with the Super Eagles of Nigeria to Morocco in 2025. Currently, with the way things stand, Benin Republic is with 8 points, second behind Nigeria, that has got 12 points, and Rwanda is third on the AFCON qualifier low. Second goal scored by Rwanda at the moment, and it's like changes will be on the table on the in the AFCON qualifier group. Update. Nigeria 1, Rwanda 2. That is the latest updates coming from Uyo at the moment. Remember, Samuel Chukwueze scored very early for Super Eagles of Nigeria, but equalizer coming in this game back-to-back against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It was the first goal scored by Angai Nti against the Super Eagles of Nigeria to level the score line 1-1. Now, Innocent Unshuti got the lead for the Rwandans. 76 minutes of action in the one. But remember, currently Sudan is playing goalless against Angola. 75 minutes of action in that particular AFCON qualifier clash. Now, what does it look like for Benin Republic is with 8 points, Rwanda with 8 points, by Nigeria, and Libya is with 5 points. Moving on the show this evening. Now, let's take you back to what happened in the Nigeria Premier Football League. As a coach of Rivers United, Coach Finidi George has been talking following the points picked against Remo Stars. Well, Finidi George, the coach of Rivers United, said his team should have gotten a victory against Remo Stars in that goalless encounter right there in Ikene. But a point still better than losing all. At the moment, Rivers United is the second on the log with 22 points from 12 matches, winning 6, drawing 4, losing 2. And Remo Stars still occupies the number 1 spot with 23 points from 12 matches, winning 7, drawing 2, and losing 3. Update has it that Victor Osimhen has been sucked into the game right there in Uyo. Now let's check more updates on the show this evening. It is still your Drive Time Sports Show. It is extra time. Check us out right now. It is 6:41 from Solutions 93.9 FM live updates coming from Uyo and the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. It is Nigeria 1, Rwanda 2. Now let's check more updates on the show this evening, and we go straight to England, where a statue of a Harry Kane was unveiled in London today, as the England captain revealed that he hopes to play for his country until 2030 World Cup. Well, the Waltham Forest Council in North London spent £7,200 on the likeness between 2019 and 2020, but had not been able to find a permanent home for it due to local regulations. Now, the statue, which depicts the country's all-time top scorer sitting on bench and with a ball on his knee, has now been placed on the Peter May Sports Centre in Waltham Town, London, with a former Tottenham forward visiting the site for the unveiling. Now, Ridgeway Rovers, the youth team Kane played for from the age of 5, played their game at the venue. Now, here is Harry Kane speaking after getting and seeing this statue?
Yeah, it's pretty special, to be honest. You know, these are things I didn't even think of when I was young, and obviously I dreamed of playing for England. I dreamed of playing in the Premier League and being a professional footballer, but it's these little moments that I think are special when you look back. And you know, I come back here and this is where I first started playing football for Ridgeway Rovers, and then my school team, Chingford Foundation, and yeah, this is where it all began. This is where, you know, all the building blocks to my career started. So yeah, to have this is a great reminder of, you know, all the journey and the mural as well. And I think it's a great inspiration for, you know, the young boys and girls who still play here to, you know, inspire to one day be in the same shoes that I am.
Well, Harry Kane speaking there, but he also had a message ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Kane spoke to reporters at the event, saying that he has not ruled out playing well beyond the 2026 World Cup.
I think ultimately we have to win a major tournament. You know, we've been close, obviously, on a couple of occasions now in the Euros. And yeah, the next step is for me and some of the other boys is to win. It's the only step left. So we're excited by that prospect. We know it's tough. We know major tournaments are tough, but yeah, we keep on the right path. We have a great mixture of young players, some experienced players. Obviously, a new coach coming in March. So the future's bright, but ultimately, you know, it's about doing it in the final moments, which we haven't quite happened yet, but hopefully the World Cup can be ours.
Harry Kane speaking there at the unveiling of this statue and talking about post World Cup. Well, live updates from Uyo. It is still Nigeria 1, Rwanda 2. Rwanda is dictating the pace against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, Germany have nothing to play for in the last Nations League game away to Hungary. That is tomorrow, after having already secured top spot in the group. But for coach Julian Nagelsmann, the game is a key step in the development towards the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, the Germans are already qualified for the Nations League quarterfinals, set for match crushed Bosnia and Herzegovina 7-0 on Saturday for a statement victory that secured first place in Group A3 ahead of the Netherlands with a game to spare. All right, now let's look at UEFA Nations League games going down tonight. Croatia will take on Portugal by 8:45. Same time, Poland is battling Scotland. Serbia will take on Denmark as Spain will take on Switzerland. For Nations League C, it is going to be Bulgaria battling Belarus, the same at 8:45 as Kosovo battles Lithuania. Northern Ireland travels to play Luxembourg, same 8:45 as Romania will be up against Cyprus at same 8:45. In League D, Liechtenstein will take on San Marino, same 8:45. Now going straight to Belgium. Reporter has it that former Belgium and Tottenham Hotspur defender Toby Alderweireld has said that he decided to end his international career after thinking he was going to die. The 35-year-old Alderweireld, who still plays for Royal Antwerp right then Belgium, quit international football in March 2023 after winning 127 caps. It was part of the so-called golden generation of players who finished third at the 2018 World Cup. He also took part in 2014 and 2022 editions. I remember that golden generation has got Eddie Nazar. Now let's look at more updates here on the show, and going straight to Netherlands. Update has it that Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk and Barcelona midfielder Frankie de Jong have withdrawn from Netherlands squad ahead of tomorrow's UEFA Nations League clash with Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now, Netherlands boss Ronald Koeman has confirmed both players have now returned to their respective clubs and will not feature in the final game in this international break. Going back to live updates coming from the AFCON qualifiers. Remember, earlier today, Malawi thrashed Burkina Faso 3-0, right? And but between between Niger and Ghana, it is still 1-1. 88 minutes of action. Libya, Benin Republic playing goalless. 86 minutes of action. between Nigeria and Rwanda. Nigeria still trailing Rwanda by a goal to 2. Sudan, Angola still playing goalless at 5 minutes of action. We've got 4 more games to go down tonight, and the AFCON qualifiers. Comoros will host Madagascar. Gabon will be on the road against Central African Republic, as Morocco will host Lesotho, and Tunisia battling Gambia. 8 p.m. Is the time for these games. Moving away from that, let us talk about Rodrigo Bentancur, who has been banned for 7 games. Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur has been handed a 7-game ban and a £100,000 of fine by English Football Association for using abusive language and bringing the game into disrepute during a Spanish league interview on Uruguayan television in June. The ban applies only to English club football and not European competition, meaning he can still compete against Roma and Rangers in the Europa League. He will miss Premier League clashes with Manchester City, Chelsea and Liverpool, as well as Carabao Cup quarter-final against Manchester United. The charge by FA stemmed from a clip posted on social media after Bentancur was interviewed on Uruguayan television program Paula Camiseta. Host Rafa Costello asked Bentancur for a sports player's shirt, to which he replied, "Sonny's." He later denied the initial FA charge, according to statements issued today, and can appeal the ruling. No visa, Davido.
She know I'm shape digger. She want a special kind of guy with a special kind of flow. Light skin boy, I'm physical when they go. Yeah, I want y'all so carry me while I'm there. So I go with the flow, then I take it there. Yeah, baby, like I boss fell in love. But with classical flows, call me to nature, get there. Coop up this flow, ain't all that in my chair. Always going to the top, unless I bet on my leg.
Say she want to go down to the floor. Oh, yeah, better money, go down low. I love the way you doing it to me. The way you doing it. Say she want to go down to the floor. Oh, yeah, better money, go down low. I like the way you doing it to me. The way you doing it. And I can take you where you wanna go, girl. And I can show you what you wanna see. 93. And she want to go to America. No visa. And she want to come from Nigeria. No visa. And she want to go to America. No visa. And she want to come from Nigeria. No visa. No visa. No visa. No visa. No visa.
No visa by Davido. Now let's talk about a man who has been looking for a visa, but he has currently gotten his work visa. That is a Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim. Well, Ruben Amorim has taken his first training session as Manchester United manager today, following the approval of his visa. Amorim took charge of a session at Carrington today ahead of his first game against Ipswich Town at Portman Road on Sunday. United's non-international players, including Marcus Rashford and Casemiro, have reported back after being given time off following a 3-0 victory over Leicester City. The rest of the squad are due back either Wednesday or Thursday. Players undergoing rehabilitation programs include Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainoo, Mason Mount and Lena Yoro met Amorim and his staff last week. Now, according to a source, the 39-year-old coach and the majority of his backroom staff received their work permit last week. Amorim arrived in Manchester a week ago and has been holding meetings at Carrington. He was given a tour of Old Trafford last week Thursday before giving his first interview to the club's in-house TV channel, MUTV. All right, I'll move away from that before wrapping up the show. Let's talk about a former Manchester United man, Paul Pogba, who may be getting the club very soon. Now, Paul Pogba is determined to continue his career in one of Europe's top 5 leagues after terminating his contract with Juventus last week. The 31-year-old can return to training in January next year before his ban for taking a prohibited substance fully expires in March as the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, shortening his length of 18 months from the initial 4 years. Reporter has it that Paul Pogba would prefer to play in one of his home continent's established leagues in order to give himself a better chance of reclaiming his place in Didier Deschamps' front setup. Now, the sources added that several clubs have been in contact with the players' entourage over potential move, though there is nothing concrete yet. But let's just wait to see what happens at the end of the day, where Paul Pogba will be playing. Now, talking about a man who may also be moving away from Sporting Lisbon, maybe moving to Manchester United or moving outside Portugal. And he's none other than Victor Gyökeres, as a Sporting CP forward, has played down speculations that he will leave to join Manchester United in January transfer window. But remember, Amorim also made it clear that Gyökeres will not move in January to Manchester United, all to respect the fans of Sporting Lisbon. Now, the Sweden international is a reported target for several top European clubs, including Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and United, including Manchester City. That's another update right there. But looking at the updates we're getting here, it is still 1-2 in favor of Rwanda and the AFCON qualifier clash in Uyo. Still checking live update here. 90 minutes applause. Ghana 1, Niger 2. I still don't understand what is happening to Ghana. You did not qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations and you are still losing your last game of the AFCON qualifiers. Libya, Benin Republic, the game is goalless. Can this be this? Oh no, what? Who just ballooned the ball? That should be Franco Yenka. All right, Yusuf Miriam to the top by saying good evening, sir. From me saying well done. Could it be saying good evening, sir. Blue on black. Thank you very much. Rwanda leading Nigeria 2-1. And Sudan, Angola. The game is goalless. 92 minutes in that one. Now, report also has it. Remember that Neymar. Remember I told you last week that his contract with Saudi Arabian club may be terminated and may be moving back to his boyhood club in Brazil. That is Santos, after the team got promoted back to the top football division. But hey, is it going to be worth it? Another thing is, maybe he got the money and not the football playing time in Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about Neymar. But if it is worth it, I think the time spent on the show is worth it. This is the Banj featuring Cheki Saira Yusu Undo with Worthy. And I'll be back tomorrow morning on the Kickoff Sports Show, 9 o'clock, to talk more sports stories. My name is Olada Kwakunibi, be aka Young Striker 9. Like I always say, we say keep doing sports and stay safe.
Sometimes I've had a para. Oh, me Lara. Coco Melon make me mara. I must take you to mama. Cause I'm a real true son of my father. I die.